What is up, guys? This is Heinisch, aka the Hurricane. I'm a UFC fighter, middleweight, and I'm top 20 in the world. I want to share a little bit about my testimony. So I started in the faith at a young age, around 11 years old. I went to church, I got baptized, gave my life to the Lord. However, when I was 13, I got prescribed Adderall and started going down a path of drugs and addiction. I completely lost connection and touch with God, and I was a very successful wrestler, but at the age of 17, I got expelled from high school. That continued me down a path of sin and destruction. I ended up being in prison 2.5 years in a Spanish prison. When I was there, I started to clear my mind and realized that God had a bigger picture and a bigger plan for my life. I realized that I was not living in my true identity, and I knew I needed to change. God kept working on my heart, and even then, I fully did not surrender. But he also put on my heart that I would have much success in MMA and fight in the UFC. So I started training full time. When I was released from prison, I made a decision not to drink. However, I did go to some churches and I had a bad experience, so it steered me clear of church. But I did realize that we are the church, but you do need community to be in fellowship with your fellow brothers and sisters of Christ. So I ended up tearing my knee later in my career, ended up getting addicted to painkillers instantly. I come from a long line of addiction on my dad's side, and I was instantly hooked. It was a vicious cycle. I tried to quit. I justify it, I really am in pain, so this is okay. And there was all different lies that the devil was telling me in my ear. I finally made it to the fight of all the pinnacle of all the hard work I've been working for to get in the UFC. You win this fight, you go to the UFC, you lose, you're in the back of the line. Well, like I said, I was addicted to painkillers about a year before that. I went into that fight, I lost. I went on a camping trip with my buddy. I was completely broken. I had been going to Bible study and I'd been going to church Saturday and Sunday. However, I was not living right throughout the week. I was doing drugs. I was being sexually immoral. My buddy gave me a Bible study, me and my other buddy, and it really challenged our faith. And it made us realize, first we got offended because it's basically they were saying we weren't saved. And then God just hit us like a ton of bricks, and we realized we were being hypocrites. We were going to church and repenting on Saturday and Sunday, and then we were living however we want. And that's not what God's plan is for us. So at that moment, I fully surrendered my life. At that time, I was broke. I was home. I was living in my buddy's basement, and I wasn't in the UFC. A year later, I met my wife. I married her. We bought a house. I broke into the UFC. I broke into the top 10. Now, I'm not telling you this. When you give your life to the Lord, everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows, because that's not true. But now when I go through trials and tribulations, I'm not alone. God is with me. Praise the Lord. Enjoy this amazing weekend. He is risen, and bless you all. And follow me on Ian Heinisch MMA, Instagram and Twitter. And I would love to, guys, be part of the journey. You can reach out and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So, guys, have a blessed day. God bless.